Hello there. Very, very well.
We talked briefly off air before you came on about your second name, which, as I look at it, looks like an Irish name, Whelan, but that's not how you pronounce it, is it?
No, not quite. I'm trying to myself to find an international version because it's nobody knows how to pronounce it, so I can just make it up. But
Go on, give us a
Velen, Villian, something
Villian.
like that.
Villian makes you sound like a villain.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not
Eh,
though.
yeah, no, you're certainly not. As you look at it, it's Welen, which I tell you, everyone in Ireland when you get here is going to call you Whelan, so get used to it.
Whelan.
Yeah,
All
and they're
right.
going to think you're Irish. So
Yeah, yeah, that's cool.
this
I
is
like
good.
that.
Yeah, this is good.
Yes.
So, would you please tell our listeners exactly what it is you're doing?
I am biking from Sweden to Ireland to attend a summer university course in Atlantic Technological University of Sligo. And the summer course is about sustainability. And me have prior uh, study in environment, and therefore, no, the interest is environment and trying to save the world, and therefore I choose to bike all the way
My
instead of
word.
either take the train like another student is doing, but the most of the guys are actually flying there.
Okay. So
I
you're
might.
you're taking a stand, you're trying to reduce your carbon footprint, you're trying to draw attention to climate change, and you're doing that through your bike.
Yes. A big part of it is also that I love the adventure of it. So it's a combination.
That's good. And how far into this are you?
I am currently in between Assen and Drachten in the Netherlands, and there is probably 1 or 2 more days before I get onto a ferry to Dublin.
Right. So how
No,
many
sorry,
how many kilometers would you say you've cycled so far?
over 300 kilometers.
All right, you've a way to go. All right,
Yeah, I do.
right. And how's your body holding up?
Quite good. The knees, though the legs are a bit stiff. Otherwise, it's good. Yeah.
Right. You didn't mention the part of your body that I thought you would be mentioning, to be honest. The part of your body that meets the saddle, I thought would be the part that's giving you the most
Yeah,
trouble.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay, fine. My ass is burning, but when you get some sleep, it's okay again. And then after a couple of hours, then yeah, you're sore.
Right.
But I'm trying to get me a leather saddle because that one shapes after you, not the other way around.
Right. Bit late to be thinking about this. Yeah. Have you done much cycling before?
Yes, yes, I have. A couple of years back, I did a trip down to Barcelona.
Okay.
That was 3,000 kilometers.
All
This one
right. All
is,
right. So you should be well in the ballpark of knowing what's going
yeah,
on. Yeah, good, good. Have you any idea like what difference it's making in terms of your carbon footprint?
yeah. We have calculated the difference, and I think a rough estimation put me down to 9 or 10 kilos of carbon emissions instead of like flying would be 300 or so, roughly.
Right. It's a huge saving. It really
It
is.
is.
I read somewhere it's the saving is the equivalent of three return trips Dublin to Sligo in the average sized petrol car. Isn't
Yeah.
that an amazing statistic?
Well, that's
Amazing.
good. If it's making an impact on people,
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to do. Like,
Right. And you're sharing all this on social media, are you?
I am totally. So you can follow me everywhere I go.
What's the reaction like there?
Now it's buzzing. So today I got a lot of media attention from everywhere because I sent out a press release the other day, and I just get everything is positive, and I'm getting a lot of followings from Irish companies doing sustainable businesses, and it's really interesting.
Well, when people talk about taking it on the chin, you're taking it somewhere else, really, with this. With the
You
cycling.
can say that.
Yes, I feel the whole climate change argument is coming down to you and that saddle. So Fair play to you for that.
Yeah.
Brave. So we look forward to getting you in Ireland. And are you staying? Are you camping along the road? Are you checking into hostels, or how are you doing it?
So the idea is to camp as much as I can, but I would like to meet, uh, well, the country and the people. So feel free to host me if you would like to. I would love that. I'm going to go straight over Britain, so I'm going to be somewhere in the middle, and the route and all those things are on my social media. So
Oh, okay, so when you get so you're not getting a ferry directly from somewhere. You're going through England, are you?
I am. So I
Right.
have
That's
some biking to do.
right. That's the lowest carbon route that you can take, is it?
Um, I'm not sure. It all depends,
Right.
but the ferries are very low. If you calculate just my emission towards all the people and cars and such, the emission gets really low because of that. There
Okay.
might be other ways, but I think, I mean, in total, it's probably way less than all the other
Okay.
means.
Very good. And then when you get to Sligo, you're staying on to do a course there, are you?
I am. For 2 weeks, we are going to do projects within sustainability and with 5 different universities and like 40 different students from around Europe, and all of them have different backgrounds, and that's the idea of the whole thing. So you mix them together and put them towards a project, and the students will develop the project
Great.
themselves. They have some sort of a frame, but it's not. It's up to us what we do. But the main thing is to teach people how to work within sustainability, because that's where you combine different experience from different areas
Right.
to create something new.
Very good. And when the course finishes, how are you actually going to get home?
So up until yesterday, I was biking back,
Right.
um, but now I have a boat back home, and I need to address that, and therefore I might
Oh,
take the train and bike a little bit because I have people along the way I want to see, but I'm on
okay.
a time scale
Okay. It doesn't
back.
sound like you're quite. If you told me you were getting on a plane at Knock Airport now,
No, no, no way. Never, never again.
do you completely now avoid planes in your whole life?
I do, I
Do you
do.
really?
Um, I decided maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago that I will not go on a plane.
Right. Have you?
Maybe when it's electrical, because we actually have that in where I studied in
Yeah.
Sweden. They started the first, I don't know, domestic electric airplane between airports.
Have they actually done that? I didn't think.
Yes, it's
My
a really
word.
small plane, but
Yeah.
we're getting there.
My word. I couldn't imagine being confident enough to get into an electrical plane. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
no.
Uh, right. Are are there many people like you? Are your friends, would they say similar things about not getting on planes, or are you a bit of an outlier?
It's a bit of both. I do have friends which are the same, and I do have friends who are not as extreme.
Okay.
I'm trying to spread like the consequence of you flying.
Yeah.
Like you can try to be environmentally sustainable much as you like for a year, but if you fly, that's all up in the air.
Literally throw it all away with the one flight.
Yeah,
Yeah, very good. My God, it's fascinating to hear because there was a time when the minute you turned 18, 19, 20, it was how many long haul
yeah,
flights could you get onto and how much of the world could you see before
yeah.
you want to settle down. So to see a sea change in the minds of young people is fascinating. Jonathan, the very best luck. I hope your bike holds up and